Okay, so now that we have a model for global warming, let's say we wanted to download our data, maybe when we have a certain year or when T warming is at a certain temperature. Well, we can do that by clicking this copy code button to copy this to the code. So we're going to go back to the code and paste it right after the end of the for loop. So right here where it says end for, we'll go ahead and paste that code afterwards with Control V. So now you can see when we run the code, it looks pretty similar, right? We still have T warming increasing with jagged lines here, but now the program's going to download this data for when the T warming is 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. And we just chose that because that's a good estimate that scientists say for right now how much global warming has increased the temperature. So as you can see right down here, we've downloaded the data. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up in a separate tab here in Google Sheets. And you can see that we have each day of the year and the corresponding temperature. So now let's say we wanted to analyze this data a little bit. Let's try and find maybe the highest and the lowest temperature of this year. So we can do that in a couple ways. First, we can go ahead and try and sort the data. So that'll tell us which days are the hottest and which days are the lowest. So if we go ahead and select B, that's our temperature column. So we're going to select it right here and then right click. And then down here we have some sorting options. So first, if we sort it from A to Z, we can see that it gives us the lowest temperatures first and it tells us the days that they're on. So the lowest temperature here is about 21.62 degrees Fahrenheit. So now if we select it again and we sort Z to A, it'll do the opposite. So now it tells us the hottest days of the year and the temperature on those days. So we can see that on day 1, the temperature was the hottest around 85.99 degrees Fahrenheit. So we can also just find the hottest and the coldest pretty simply by using the functions minimum and maximum. So if you go in a new cell here and type equals, that's going to tell Google Sheets that we're doing a function, not just typing in data. So first, let's do equals max, and then in parentheses, we're going to click up here to highlight the entire temperature column. And then when we hit enter, it automatically calculates the maximum and tells us the hottest temperature again, which is 85.99. We can do the same thing with equals min for minimum, and then in parentheses, we'll again select the entire data range. And when we hit enter, it gives us the lowest, that 21.62 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are just some tricks that we can use in Google Sheets in order to analyze the data that we downloaded from our program.
So we could actually use Google Sheets to measure the variability or the jump from temperature from day to day. To do this, first we're going to want to start by sorting our temperatures by day instead of temperatures. So you're just going to want to click on the little arrow here next to the A column. And then you're going to want to sort it from A to Z, and that just puts it from day to day order. And then to find the variability, which is just the jump from day to day, all you're going to want to do is go to this little cell here and then click equals ABS, and that just stands for absolute value, and then the parenthesis, and then you're just going to want to click on this bottom one here at B2 and then minus the top one at BA. So just like that, and then click enter, and that'll just give you the difference from day to day. And then if you want to find the differences for all the days, you just have to drag this little square all the way down. Now, remember when we were finding or putting the random function in from earlier? We just that was just adding a number from -10 to 10, a random number between -10 and 10. So if you think about it, the highest jump that we get should be around 20. So let's see if that is right. Delete that one at the bottom there. So if we go up and find the max of the differences that we just had, so just type in equals max, parenthesis, and then the C column there, and then click enter. It's 18.96, which is fairly close to 20. So we can see that the highest jump from day to day was about 18.96.